All right, everyone, we need to do a Chelsea news update on the transfer window. We're talking about one player in particular, I guess two players if the one player does leave the club. And therefore, we are talking about our goalkeeper situation. Now, in this video, I'm hoping to hit for 15 likes. That's all we need, just 15 likes. If you guys give this, I greatly appreciate that. But the goalkeeper that has been rumored to come to Chelsea is David Raya. Now, let's talk about him for just a split second, because I know a lot of people are going to say that why bring another goalkeeper when Kepa had a fairly decent season this past year. Granted, he had some issues, especially long shot distance that just keep finding the back of the net somehow. But the fact is that things have not worked out with Kepa the way we were planning at. Now, again, it's not his fault. He had that massive price tag to come to Chelsea. But still, I think that's been just lingering and hovering over Kepa this entire time. And because of that, I think it's time that we get rid of Kepa as well. Now, granted, he does want to fight here. If we could keep him, again, he would do quite well. But if Pochettino is trying to change pretty much everything, which we have been seeing here, changing our goalkeeper also makes sense, and David Raya is actually a pretty good goalkeeper. If we look at his time at Brentford, he's been one of the best goalkeepers in the league itself. And you could argue that Brentford does not have a good defense. Yes, they are decent. I'm not going to say they're bad, but they're not great. Therefore, him coming to Chelsea could elevate this goalkeeper even more. We've seen Chelsea, even the horrendous season that they've had this past season, they still are one of the best defensive sides. They just could not score goals. And by bringing David Raya into this club, I think this will help us stop leaking so many goals. Now, again, it doesn't help us with scoring goals, but if we're able to stay close in matches throughout the entire season, he is going to be one of the key factors in that. Now, looking at his time at Brentford this past season, 12 clean sheets. Now, again, that's not something just to bat an eye at, because like I said, Brentford, yes, were fairly decent this season. And again, Thomas Frank did a phenomenal job as a manager. He was up there probably for one of the managers of the season, but still, there are issues that hopefully that Chelsea can utilize with what's been going on, and therefore again help bring David Raya to this club, get him to start, and again elevate this club to get better and better, and therefore again start winning and competing for trophies. Because after this season, the first couple of games are going to be very, very hard for a Chelsea fan, including myself, because watching us, I'm going to have the back of my mind that we're going to struggle all season long, and hopefully Pochettino can get things going in the right direction as quickly as possible. And one of the ways he can do that, obviously, is getting a striker, but on top of that is, again, having a goalkeeper that you can rely on week in and week out. And David Raya is that guy, and he's, 27 years old? So therefore, again, there's going to be a lot of seasons with him at this club if he does come to Chelsea. Now, that is going to be the problem, because Tottenham are also going for him, and I believe there's probably a few other clubs. And right now, Chelsea cannot offer any type of European competition. We are not in anything besides the Premier League, FA Cup, and League Cup. So therefore, if he does want to go to a club where he's, again, competing in, say, Europa League or somewhere else, then Chelsea's not going to be the key fit for him. But if we can offer him the right things and tell him that the project that we are working on, yes, the project that we are working on here, and again, we're looking long-term wise, it may make sense for him to come to Chelsea and again, have a stellar career at this club with the young defenders that we have, Fofana, with Battershield, Chilwell, Reece James, a few other guys along that time. And on top of that, he could also even learn from some of our players like Thiago Silva. I don't know if Azpilicueta is going to stay there as well, but even those players as well, it'd be phenomenal for him to learn more from us. Again, I understand that they're defenders, but you can still learn a lot from a CB like Thiago Silva as a goalkeeper, and therefore, again, hopefully that can bring him to this club, because if we are able to sign him, that again will get us going in the right direction. Again, getting rid of some of the older players that have been there for quite some time. And again, I think that Kepa's done a phenomenal job his time at Chelsea. Could have obviously been better, could have been worse, did win a few things at the club, wasn't the starting goalkeeper for the Champions League, but still is a Champions League winner. But like I said, I'd rather see David Raya in between the sticks for Chelsea next season. So I want to know what you guys think. Comment down below if you think David Raya is the better option over Kepa, or if we should just stick with Kepa, or if we should go with a different goalkeeper. Again, comment down below. I'll get to those comments as soon as I possibly can. And that is it. And I will see you in our next video.